This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium training session. This Infinium training session is entitled A Tactical Analysis. My brothers, wherever we go in public, we are being intently observed by women who would want to infiltrate themselves into our lives in every way possible. On face value, a woman's observations of a man may seem as matters of coincidence to the unsuspecting man. If, however, we look at what is actually happening, we will find that a woman's attempts to infiltrate herself into a man's life can be based upon a highly structured, well-considered tactical plan which is initially derived from her observations. My brothers, this is a segment from the Manosphere YouTube channel wherein a woman details her tactical plan to fully infiltrate herself into an unsuspecting man's life. The man who she targeted was in a grocery store shopping by himself. Here now is the segment.
I saw this really cute guy at the grocery store the other day, so naturally I followed him to the checkout counter, and when he gave the cashier his credit card, I peeped it to see what his name was. And then I Googled him and found his social media profiles, and I was able to tell that he was single. So I went through his friends list and I found his mother's page. And then I looked through his mother's page and I saw that she was a member of this book club that's in my area. So I sent a request to join the book club. So I went to the book club meeting and I met his mom there, and we bonded over some books that we both liked, and she just thought I was so nice, and I brought it up randomly in conversation that I was single, and she let me know that she had a son that was single also that lived in the area, and maybe it would be cool for us to get together and chat sometime. So I gave her my number, which she gave to her son, and this morning he texted me and asked if I'd like to get together this weekend and do something. So I guess we're gonna go on a date. I'm really excited.
My brothers, needless to say, if a man did anything like this woman did, he would be considered a dangerous psychopathic stalker. Yet because of the feminist plantation state, women can get away with infiltrating our private lives regardless of any law or regulation which prohibits such activity, only proving again the need for we men who seek our freedom to watch our backs in every way possible. That being said, this is a step-by-step tactical analysis of what this woman did to her target. Number 1, she scanned and read him. It must be considered that most women are highly empathic, giving them the ability to scan and read men. From my personal observations and research, it appears that Caucasian women have the greatest abilities in terms of being able to scan and read men, with Hispanics and Asians ranking about the middle ground, and American black women being the bottom tier. As well, women can scan and read men at great line-of-sight distances, from directly behind men through physical touch, etc. As in this example, when this woman states that she saw this really cute guy, she, because of her initial observations, proceeded to scan and read him in order to complete the targeting process. Here, her targeting process was successful because a scan read of him indicated to her that he was a viable target because of the sizing up data generated by her scan read. Consider also that many women will repeatedly frequent places like grocery stores and will place themselves in a location in the stores for the purpose of observing, scanning, reading, and targeting men. So in other words, this woman may have visited the grocery store where she successfully targeted this man many times in the past for the aforementioned purposes. Number 2, she covertly obtained tactical and intelligence data about her target. Once she felt fairly confident with the results of her scan read, she then proceeds to gather tactical data on her target by covertly peeping at his name on his debit card. It must be understood here that increasingly women are going to resort to covert methods of gathering information rather than directly introducing themselves to their targets. This is because of the overall issues generated by womanism, which have resulted in men avoiding women at all costs. The aforementioned also explains why women will suddenly get within close proximity to men in places like grocery stores, but not try to directly introduce themselves to men. Instead, women will closely observe their targets for the purpose of covertly gathering any type of tactical or intelligence data on them. As well, women will do things like covertly ask store employees about the men they have targeted if they feel that they can obtain the tactical or intelligence data they need from said employees. Here, this woman then uses the tactical data she covertly obtained from the grocery store to obtain further covert intelligence data about her target through the social media platforms he uses. That intelligence data being his single status, details about his family, his mother's book club, etc. Number 3, she uses a bridging tactic. A bridging tactic, simply put, is where a woman uses any possible means to build a bridge between her and her target. When a bridging tactic is employed, it can be direct or indirect. Once the bridge is established, the woman then uses it to cross over into the target's life. In this case, an indirect bridge is established with the mother using the intelligence data about the book club as a means. With the establishment of the first bridge, the bonding with the mother, the woman then proceeds to establish the second bridge to her target. The aforementioned was accomplished because the first bridge, which allowed her to bond with his mother, also allowed her to implant the notion into his mother's mind that she is a single woman who is good enough for her son. The second bridge to her target became established when the mother gave her son the woman's phone number, and upon his mother's urging, was used by the son to contact the woman. Number 4, she used a third-party approval process. Women generally understand that mothers tend to be protective of their sons when it comes to women who they consider for things like marriage. Here, through the bridging process, the woman fully gained the confidence of the mother, causing her to drop her guard concerning her son, and also causing her to give her son the woman's number. Because of the mother's approval of the woman, the son was hoodwinked into allowing this woman into his life. As such, the mother became the third party in terms of the approval process of the woman. It should be considered here that additional factors can play a part in a third party approval process. Those factors being family pressures upon a man to get married, to have children, to carry on the family legacy, etc. Also consider that women can employ the third-party approval tactic in other ways by using close friends of her target, co-workers, etc. My brothers, with the increasing pressures upon women brought about by the abject failure of womanism, the wall, economics, etc., so too will there be increasing intensity in terms of women's attempts to infiltrate themselves into our lives in every way possible. We men must understand that a seemingly innocent interaction with a woman in a public place can result in a situation wherein she has not only fully infiltrated herself into a man's life, but as well has fully robbed him of his freedom in every way possible. The aforementioned reason is why we men must hold the line at all costs and watch our backs at all times when it comes to interactions with women. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium training session. My MGTOW brothers, as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.